Hey everyone, before this episode starts, it's important to remember anything we say on this podcast should be taken as a bad joke and should not be taken seriously, ever.
Take your balls.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Slightly Diverse Podcast. It is I, Milk, and joined with me is. Go on.
Who's first?
It doesn't.
You're not gonna
literally.
you give us names. We have no names.
No, you say you
just
you guys say your own names.
the fuck is that shit?
It's me, as usual. Y'all know the vibes, y'all know the voice.
Who's him? Who's me?
It's
Yeah,
Argus.
who are you? We don't have
Gus.
names yet.
Our Gus.
Can I just say this?
This is how it works, Bordelon. All right. I say, and join with
No,
me
it's
is, and
never
then
worked.
either of you go like, I'm Bordelon, hello, and then the next one goes, hello, Margus. That's how it's
We've
supposed to
never done that
go.
before.
We've done it every episode.
No, we have not.
We've done it like literally
Sometimes
every
I'll
episode.
interrupt you mid-sentence, and then that'll be hilarious.
Yeah, it's always so fun when the audience is confused and it's estranged from the podcast immediately.
It's hilarious when the white guy shows his privilege and interrupts the minorities. It's
Hey.
hilarious.
Shut up, white devil! Shut up, white devil! Shut up, white devil! But anyways, yeah,
Hey, y'all want a guest right now?
a guest?
We want to get, like, who?
Who?
My coworker.
No, tell him to shut up.
All right, here he is.
But anyways, me and Argus were talking about the monster of the hunters, or the hunter of the monsters.
Our guest.
My favorite game. Huh?
Good California.
Who is this guy?
Why would I just wait?
Are you raping Bordelon right now? Are you raping
Yo.
Bordelon at gunpoint?
Can't say that. Can't say that.
Are you having sex with Bordelon without his permission?
What?
Oh my god. Oh
No,
my
fuck you.
god.
Wait a second, hold on.
Is this what's going on? Is this what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh no.
We got confirmation when I call the police right now. You're you're in danger, Sonny. Sonny boy. This guy's not even listening to anything we're saying. He's just
No.
saying shit.
Not at all.
Y'all are just rambling.
Tell this guy to get out of here. I don't know him. Why is he in our studio?
Yeah, that's why I called the police right
Call
now.
security.
This is a stand your ground state.
Bordelon, come out of the shack and come get this motherfucker out of here.
Yeah, why Bordelon let you pass?
Bordelon, in our little security shack, Bordelon's like Gandalf on the bridge. You shall not pass.
Mhm. But like 99% of the the orcs pass anyways.
What do you guys say that he's also security?
He's also security.
What's he protecting?
We don't know.
We don't know. They can't say legally what they're protecting.
What's he protecting, and where are all the vulnerabilities of that complex you're in, and where is it exactly?
Yeah, I need the address, I need the passcodes, and I need to know where
I'll
the
leave a key
cameras
in
up.
Yeah, can I get floor plans with camera with camera locations on it right
I'm
now?
asking for 10%. I got you.
Yeah, we're about to payday this shit.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get Bane to speak into our microphone sexily, so give us a JY.
The thermal drill, go get it. Speaking of payday, did any of y'all play payday?
Yeah, I played
I
Payday.
only played this one.
I played a shit ton of the second one. Oh my! Hold on, let me close my window.
We're supposed to get
Payday.
Payday 3.
Yeah,
summer.
payday.
Let me close my window. Someone just went by really loud.
Are we talking about which one?
I'm really gonna miss Payday 2 on God.
On Steam? What the?
Yep.
When did they announce this?
I honestly don't know.
He's still here.
All
He's
right.
still here.
Sorry, that was a. This is so far a scuffed episode already.
Every episode is scuffed.
We got a random guy just started molesting Bordelon in the middle of the opening,
That's an everyday thing, though.
and now someone's walking outside my window with loud equipment.
He speaks. He speaks.
All right, you guys were way too mean to the guest host. He had to leave. Y'all are assholes.
Because he's got to go walk the perimeter.
Guest hosts have
What
to
the
make
fuck
an
is
appointment with our secretaries, all one by one. Okay,
They don't.
Mhm.
You know that you're lying.
it's
then
true.
And then for them to be guests, we have to jump them in. Like we're Crips. We have to jump them in. That's
Yeah,
what
we have to sex them in. Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah,
what, like
yeah,
female
yeah.
Crips, like female Bloods. Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's real. Did you know that?
I know it's a real thing. It's horrible.
That's fucking crazy. How does
I don't
nobody
know.
realize that that's just like a weird cult thing?
No, it's what you gotta get. You gotta get. Well, you gotta get basically a train ran on you.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking stupid. I give y'all a guest that's really cool as fuck. Milk invites a guy that just trashes our podcast, and y'all invite him for a second run.
Wait,
Y'all
who
want-
did that?
You did, yeah.
Fucking
You
Milk?
brought that. What are you talking about, Bordelon? Your friend, fucking what's his name? What's his name? I've already forgot his name. The one that was on the scuffed episode that I had to throw away.
They're all scuffed. We just went over this.
Fucking Boots. Boots was a terrible. That's what we talked about. He's the one that was
Boots?
Boots is my friend.
not Boots. What's his name?
Called Boots.
Then it was you. Never mind. It wasn't you, Borlo. It was
No.
Argus. Fuck you,
No,
Argus.
you scuffed it because he said he can't wait for all the old people to die. That's why you scuffed it.
No, it was also scuffed because my internet went out like halfway through.
I think you're. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh yeah, it did.
But
So
anyways,
yeah, y'all are assholes. I'm trying to help out, recruit new people, get guests.
you
like,
know who my
ridiculous.
guests were? Brett and Rob, who are both
I don't get paid enough for this.
fantastic guests that will probably come back
Alright.
again.
If you want, I would say if you want to bring guests on, maybe bring them out as a separate entity. Like, don't have them like sit next to you and like talk into your mic.
Or better yet, have them actually want to be on it. Like Brett and Rob both were. I offered them if they want to be on. They're like, yeah, I would love to. And guess
Oh
what?
no, he was cool with it. He liked talking. In fact, he had a little computer next to him. He was immediately researching Payday 3 the second we were talking about it.
All right, you know what you
He
should
would have
do?
he would have added to the conversation.
Next episode, bring them on.
Yeah,
Bring 'em
next
on
episode. Have him come on next episode. Then we'll
Yeah,
give him a
No,
fair
y'all-
shake.
He ain't coming back. Y'all are assholes.
All right.
We
Also,
didn't
my
say nothing
friend,
mean to him.
my friend Keith is might may or may not be on this.
When I invite that girl that's gonna join us, you better not fucking send her off.
Well, tell her.
Like,
Well,
like-
tell her. Tell
along with
us.
your vagina.
Borland, tell us before she comes on, so you don't just like, hey, I
I
got the
am
guest
telling
here, by
you.
the way, haha,
Wait, is that
in
is
the
that
middle
one
of the
that we-
episode.
Is that the one that we shit talked for like an entire episode and a half? Or-
No, that's a
No,
dumb bitch
absolutely
who we
not.
all hate.
Okay, different.
Yeah, no, I have her deleted off of Facebook. I'm not talking to her ass again.
And we all know once you get
Yeah.
deleted on Facebook by Bordelon, you're pretty much done with life. you're like an untouchable in China. You
If you get unfriended by Bordelon on Facebook, you just cease to exist.
And then yeah, some people will actually like they'll share without fucking reacting to my memes. I'll delete them for it.
That's just you being a bad comedian. But
Oh, well, then why did they steal the joke without reacting to it?
yeah, they're stealing the jokes. You're stealing memes. But anyways, what the fuck were we saying? Yeah, Keith may or may not be on the episode. He wants to be on, but also he knows that we say illegal stuff.
Well, we don't say illegal stuff.
And he's trying to be like a director and stuff, so he has to pretend to like and care about that shit, right? He has to fuck kids and he has to be with the elite and stuff.
my God.
Like Epstein.
Oh
To
my
get
God.
get that producer money.
Oh my god.
Speaking of elites, I actually finished Hitman 3.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's annoying they have that feature where if you kill somebody that's not the target at all, you get negative points for it. It's weird.
Bro, I don't know. I hate that. No witnesses, am I right?
You should get bonuses if you kill everybody in the map.
Well, at least give points for killing the guard. They actually give a point if you kill a guard with a headshot, but then they still give you negative points for killing a non-target.
happening.
Retarded.
That's goofy.
Nah, we have a problem. Something is.
Oh,
Then they have like one mission out of the whole campaign where you go all out and you kill everybody.
I was never good at
It's-
Hitman games.
Oh, I was great at I was great at it when I was playing it. I'm probably gonna do another run just to go to different insertion points and shit, using new gear.
In Hitman, do you have sex with a lady in any of them?
No, but you do have a intimate dance with her.
Oh, with the lady that handles you.
Yes.
Your handler.
Yeah, and it's really neat that how that mission runs because she's your handler giving you intel, and she's right fucking there, and she's talking to you. And guess what? The target is next to her because the target has to watch her. It's a weird story that happened. Should I spoil it? Feel like at this point everybody should have played it by now.
I never played any of them. No, actually,
Should I spoil it?
I played Blood Money for a little bit, but I was never good at it.
Should I spoil? Well, Blood Money has
Yeah,
nothing
let's
to
go
do
for
with
it.
new
Go
Hitman.
ahead.
Should I spoil it?
Sure,
go
go
for it.
ahead.
Okay, so in the beginning, you get enlisted into ICA, which is the International Convention of Assassins, or whatever the fuck that stands
Ice? You going to Ice?
for. ICA. You're not
Border
listening.
Patrol.
La Migra? You're in La
again-
Migra, bro?
Once again, you are
La
not listening.
Migra. What's La Migra mean?
It's just the fucking immigration
Gotcha.
fucking people. Mexicans
Alright,
call them La Migra.
Fucking all right. So you work with Diana Burnwood, which is your handler, and then eventually you find out you have a ghost, a shadow client. That shadow client ends up being your long lost brother, and you made a promise to him to kill a group of elites called Providence.
Like Epstein and
and-
shit, right?
Oh, I think I
Yes.
remember this in Hitman 2.
Oh yeah, and then so every mission is an assassination, but you work with your shadow client, and his hacker to bring down Providence. But then you lose the shadow client in a ambush, and he kills himself to keep you Agent 47 from like trying to rescue him. It gets interesting. Then you end up going against ICA, and you end up killing ICA agents.
So basically, 47 is the guy who killed Epstein. Is what you're
No,
saying?
seven-
Might be
Probably
right. Might be
There
right
was no
about that.
there was no pedophiles in the game you could kill.
Was
They were all
Brady-
like the elites. Yeah, the elites were assholes, but none of them did anything like sexual.
That is
None of them raped
so-
anybody,
Come on, that's cap.
So
That's
what a
cap.
Yeah.
missed opportunity.
right? I mean, the main bad guy looks like a pedophile. He talks like one. He's like, I know you're Agent 47. He talks like most calm down Joker.
I had an
It's so
orphanage. I had an orphanage that I treated like a brothel. 47, and you were
Oh.
there.
Jesus.
Actually, 47 was in an orphanage with his shadow client. And then 47, Diana, she ends up being coerced to join Providence to work with the Constant. The Constant is the controller of Providence. But the Constant, who's the main bad guy, is constantly like trying to outsmart his opponents and taking opportunities. Diana ends up outsmarting him by telling him she wants to join Providence.
And then he sex her in, right?
No. She ends up, you go to a party with her. This is where the dance happens. And then she tricks Constant into she poisons you, and it tricks Constant into bringing you on board his private train, and you kill all the Providence members.
Wow.
I've
And then
always-
47 has flashbacks of getting molested, right? By the main bad
By
guy.
Epstein. By
He
Epstein.
does.
By Epstein as
He
well.
does, yeah. At some point, you have flashbacks of getting fucking molested. The
Did you guys like the movies?
The Hitman movie? No. I never saw them, but they don't look.
They're alright.
what was I gonna say? You don't really. It's literally up close and personal. Like it's all guided. You don't get to do any cool like sniper assassinations unless you try really hard to do them. And you have to unlock the sniper after like days of playing.
I gotcha.
It's like they removed a lot of good aspects of the original Hitman, and just made him a fucking goofy character who just dresses up like other people and just stabbed them.
I played Hitman 2 and it was
They should put a Joker costume in there.
They did.
Did they really?
There's literally a clown costume.
Is it the Joker though?
Well, it's just an average looking clown. There's no actual
No,
Joker.
they should put a Joker costume in there. Then it gives you unlimited grenades or something cool.
It doesn't matter because you end up losing your disguise. None of the disguises give you an effect. Well, actually, there's one that gets you a lot of good compliments from the NPCs. Sorry, I can't let you pass, even though you look really dashing in that suit. That they will say that shit.
What is he dressed as?
so they're like trying to flirt with me then.
It's called the Requiem suit, and it's a white suit with a purple undershirt and a white tie. And it looks decent, but it just makes all the NPCs fall in love with you or some shit.
White suits are pretty cool. I think they're cool.
Yeah. But again, you lose it because you have to do a fucking disguise to get in somewhere to get to your target. So there's no point to wearing it.
I thought there was like challenges you can do where like you never change out of your suit.
I don't. Oh yeah, there is. They're really difficult. I might do one of those. There is actually a challenge where it's like you keep the suit the whole time, and it's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna try and get the sniper rifle so I can just snipe my enemies and then exfil.
I think they should add like a Joker suit where you have like unlimited grenades or something cool. You just throw a billion grenades like how I played Metal Gear.
You wanna know how I got these scars?
Wanna know how I got these scars? And he pulls out a fucking pineapple. He's like, look at this, and he shoves it up his ass. He shoves it up his ass and in his mouth. But yeah, let's talk about Monster Hunter and how fucking cool it is.
And then I'll talk about Dead Island and Resident Evil 4.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
We'll talk about Dead Island. I like Dead Island.
Yeah, I'll talk about Dead Island next. But Monster Hunter, man, I am so addicted to it right now. I've been playing the shit out of Rise.
Is Rise good?
Rise is pretty good. I would honestly say World is probably better, but Rise is better in other ways. Like
balanced, I hope.
Rise is easier, I would say.
Oh, okay.
It's easier and the weapons are more fun to play. But the sense of scale is way smaller, I feel. What the fuck?
We'll just get attacked?
I think Argus just got knocked out by his mom. But the sense of scale in Rise is kind of smaller. Like all the monsters feel kind of small. The maps are smaller, which is kind of a letdown. I kind of wish they would have kept like the big cool maps, especially considering you have a fucking dog that runs around. Like the dog should have been in World, because getting around in the World was a fucking headache sometimes. Because you had to be crawling around and shit. But the wire bugs and the cool new movesets are pretty badass, I think. But yeah, dude, there's a big fucking evil monkey that I'm fighting on World though.
Oh, I think I know exactly. It's the one that's got like all the fucking thunder and shit.
Yeah, Rajang. He's a fucking
oh my god,
evil monkey.
That thing. Oh.
That fucking monkey.
That sounds so racist.
But he is a monkey though. He's like a Goku monkey.
No, I agree.
Like remember in Dragon Ball Z when he turns into a big gorilla? That's what he looks like. But small. And fucking still has the Kamehameha wave. He's a piece of shit. I hate him. But last time I was playing Monster Hunter World with Matrix for a while, and he got me way up because he was like already at end game and had a bunch of shit.
Don't know who that is.
Matrix is a cool dude who played Monster Hunter with me, and then we stopped playing.
Oh yeah, I remember. Matrix is the one who got me into Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, we were playing together for a while, but then he's always awake like early in the morning because he's in fucking.
But
Europe.
then he had kids.
No, he's in
Yeah,
he's
I
in
heard
Europe, so it's
He's from
harder to play with him.
Croatia
Mm-hmm.
or something like that.
But yeah, I want to play Monster. I'll play Monster Hunter World with you, dude. I still have my save on there, I think.
Totally, dude. Totally,
You know
dude.
what you should not play?
Uh-huh.
Dead Island 2.
Is
You
it bad?
should play it?
No.
I think it's very
Alright.
fun.
Well, okay, this is what I've experienced with it so far.
Uh-huh.
It has that stupid skill setup where there's no skill tree when you level up. It's
Mhm.
just fucking cards that give you passive stats.
Oh, that is kind of a fucking downgrade from the skill tree in Dead Island 1.
Yeah, and not just that, but you have to reach a certain level to do the right amount of damage to zombies. It's not even enough. It's never enough. You're bashing these fuckers, and you're using like 2 of your weapons to kill a horde. It's ridiculous. And not to mention, fucking, the story is stupid.
Well,
it is really stupid.
Dead Island 1 was had a stupid story too.
Yeah, they're supposed to, the Dead Island games, from what I understand, or at least especially Dead Island 2, the game doesn't take itself seriously. It's not like because did anyone play Dying Light 2?
Yeah, I played Dying Light 2.
The Dying Light 2 was like a mediocre story that took itself way too seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good game. I finished it because I like Hack-On, but
Uzi needs
but-
you to bring chocolates
but,
for
like,
mama.
but Dying Light 2, it was a rather mediocre story that took itself way too seriously.
Yeah.
Dead Island
In
2
Dead
was
Island
Dead Island 2. It's a stupid story and it doesn't take itself seriously at all.
In Dead Island 1, it actually leads up to like we know about the virus and we actually have this terrorist who plans on bringing the virus. Like that was what led to Dead Island 2. I haven't seen it yet. I am expecting him, but I know that terrorist from Dead Island 1, that really smart guy, brought the virus with him and weaponized it on LA.
I thought you killed him in Dead Island 1.
By the way, I haven't
No,
finished the game yet,
no,
guys. I haven't finished the
he-
game yet. I haven't finished
I
the game yet.
played Dead Island 1 11 times. I've counted.
You
No, I
wait
swear.
for
I swear I
No,
played it
just
like 11
not
times.
the colonel. You kill the colonel.
Yeah, you kill him in the end.
In the DLC, you play as the colonel.
Oh, that's right. But you play as the Colonel like before. Or am I thinking about Dying Light now? It's all a mix. Aren't they made by the same studio?
Dying Light 2 initially was, but then it got picked up by a different studio.
I'll tell you guys the pro of Dead Island 2 after I give a pass down to my. Actually, they're not. They're taking too long to get out of their cars. Never mind. All right, so the one pro of Dead Island 2 is they added like really good gore physics.
Yes.
When you're bashing a zombie, when you're bashing a zombie with like a melee weapon, a blunt weapon, and you hit them in the head, you could dislocate their jaw.
That's
And
pretty
like
cool.
break their necks a little. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. And even when you're hitting them with a bladed weapon, you're hitting them constantly, you're actually peeling their skin off.
Ooh.
The gore is really nice. I will say that.
Yeah,
You're
can-
giving
can-
up a
you can-
circumcision.
Yeah, you can dismember them.
He can circumcise their
burn them, you
heads.
can chop them. And actually, that's another con to it. So you could do all that to them, but it barely kills them. That's when you have to apply the environmental damage. The only way to kill zombies effectively is environmental damage. Attacking them straight on means nothing.
Do they still have that weird thing where like if you break their legs, they just instantly die?
No.
No, they
No,
didn't.
you have to be a little bit more like there's a lot more method to killing zombies now. So for example, if you're dealing with large hordes, you can get overwhelmed pretty quick, especially if you're playing one of the more spongy characters. I play Bruno, so he's very spongy. Sorry, it's not spongy. He doesn't take damage, right?
Do they have Sam B?
So which
Yeah, they have Sam B is the side character in Dead Island 2.
So what you do instead is you go for their legs when you're dealing with hordes because it slows them down and such. But you can also do a lot of damage and kill them quicker if you hit vulnerable spots like limbs, necks, heads, and so forth.
Yeah,
I remember-
But in Dead Island 2, you have to work on those limbs.
I remember Dying Light 1. I mean, Dead Island 1. Goddamn. In Dead Island 1, they didn't have like the crawling they didn't have crawling animations. So if you did enough damage to any zombie's legs, they would instantly die because they were just
Yeah,
like, fuck
no,
it.
it doesn't do that.
And I was like, that sucks. Yeah, I used to love Dying Light. I used to play with like a bunch of like modders and shit that you just have
Okay,
hacked.
sorry,
They just had a bunch of hacked Xboxes.
wait, are you talking about? So you're talking about Wait, pause. Are you talking about Dead Island or Dying Light though?
Both. I played the shit out of Dying Light as well. But
Okay.
Dead Island 1 I played a lot when it was on the Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I played the fuck out of that game. I remember one time I was playing it and there was a bug on my feet and I thought it was a piece of hair. And then I looked down, it was a big fucking potato bug and it freaked me out.
Yeah, I mean, it's Dying Light 2 is, or yeah, sorry, Dying Light 2. Dead Island 2, it's good in the sense the story. I'm not really too interested in it, but it's good fun, and it's a game like I said, it doesn't try to take itself too seriously. So I honestly think that when you've got a game such as Dead Island, and you approach it from a perspective of we're not gonna take this game is not gonna take itself seriously, so the story's not gonna be serious. You're able to just have a lot more fun.
Yeah.
So the game doesn't take itself seriously. The story is not too compelling. It's just a story in a fun game. Some of the characters are funny. I will say flat out, the game just makes fun of Hollywood. I think that's the best part of it. It just makes fun of Hollywood.
I remember in Dead Island, the first one, they you know, all like the lifeguard and all the people there, you kind of just forget about them. Like halfway through the game, they're just like fuck it, we're not gonna put these characters back. They're just gonna stay there forever, and it's never mentioned again. Like when you go into the jungle and the city and stuff, like they just stop giving a shit about them. It's like, what the fuck? I think they die at some point for some reason.
I don't know.
And they like drop a bomb on them or something. Or was that Riptide? Did you guys play Down with Riptide?
No.
Riptide is like when you're like the original people escape, and they're on like a big fucking, what's it called? A carrier?
I don't know.
Or I don't know. It was some sort of big ass boat, and then like the infection starts again, and then they just all like crash onto an island. I didn't like Riptide though. It was too green. The map sucked. That's what I felt. But yeah. But anyways, Dying Light was better. I like Dying Light more though.
Yeah, Dying Light 1's really good. Dying Light 2's okay.
Yeah, Dying Light 2 was just it's like, damn, how is this not as fun as the last one? That's what I felt like. Because I didn't give a shit about the story. The parkour felt weirder.
The parkour is fun.
It's fun, but it doesn't feel right. It feels fucking strange.
Their whole reasoning. When I first started playing, I was like, "Wow, this recoil feels very slow." But eventually, it kind of grew on me, in the sense like it makes sense why the parkour feels so slow, because when you have those like extra like couple milliseconds, you're able to make a lot more decisions as what you want to do. So, in terms of the movement, and the parkour, I felt I was able to get a lot more creative with it, and do cool shit and feel cool. But Dying Light 1 also really rewards you if you're quick-witted when it comes to the parkour, and if you know what you're doing, you can really just blaze through everything. I think that's also why they slowed it down, because I will say in Dying Light 1 there were sequences where like you'd be running from like volatiles, right? And these little fuckers could not touch you.
No, they could never touch me. I was too quick. But I felt like a ninja. It was cool.
Because you're just whipping all over the place, right? You know how to move, you know how to do all this. So like they can't even touch you, right? So you're just like, oh, there's a volatile. Oh, the volatile's like on the other side of the city now. Because I completely juked the shit out of him.
But I like that though, because in Dying Light 1 you feel like Spider-Man at some point. Like especially once you upgraded all your shit, you're like, man, what the fuck? Like I'm like a superhero already. I thought that was fun. But Dying Light 2, like by the time I reached the final level, I felt kind of squishy. Not squishy, but just like average still, you know? I was like, what the fuck?
No.
I thought this guy has like a bunch of crazy powers.
No, I agree. I agree. You know, also there's also something I couldn't.
The volatiles were also way easier to kill it for some reason in Dying Light 2. I felt.
Well, the other thing to really kind of make confused me a little bit too was how they kept trying to tell me that Aiden's voice actor is not the voice actor for Kai.
It's not. I also had to look it up.
I know they kept they were like, this is not the guy who voiced Kyle. This is not the guy who voiced Kyle. He sounds exactly the same.
Dude, I was like, oh, they got the same dude. That's so cool. And then like later on, I was like, wait, that's not the same guy.
They literally sound. Aiden and Kyle sound like the same person. They sound like the same person. Voice acted them, and I could never get that thought out of my head because it felt like I was being gaslit, bro. It's like when it's like in like the race it's like South Park season 6 or something, or maybe it was season 13, where it's revealed that Token, his name isn't actually Token, his name is Tolkien.
Yeah, and then they changed
right?
everything.
His name's Tolkien, right? And then they went through the effort of changing everything in terms of how, like, the subtitles and everything to gaslight the audience.
That's so fucking mean.
It was always Tolkien, right?
Yeah, I remember Stan like looks at the camera and it's like, you guys didn't think that, right? He looks
and then the subtitles, and if you go back too, they had this even funnier detail for Stan. If you look and go back, it says this. Stan's the only one saying Token. Right? Stan and Eric are the only ones saying Token, and when it's explained why that is, like, he's like, well, what about Cartman? He calls him Token all the time, but he's like, Cartman's just an idiot.
Yeah, I remember there was one episode where like Token had like Cartman wrote Token's name down, and then Stan in that same episode he's like, hey Cartman, didn't you spell like Token's name as Token? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, well, isn't there's no L in it, right? He's like, there's an L in Tolkien. He just didn't know how to spell it.
Yeah, it's just everybody. But yeah, everybody, like, Stan's the only one. If you go back to like the original seasons and everything, Stan is the only one.
Yeah, Stan and his dad are like, what?
And, yeah,
but Stan's dad's also racist.
And that's kind of how I felt about Aiden's voice actor. He sounds the same. Am I tripping?
I remember I was playing it and like talking to somebody, and I was like, man, this voice actor is really good because even though it's the same one, he does sound like he's like a younger man. And they're like, no, that's a different guy. I'm like, what?
Yeah, for real.
Because when I thought it was the same voice actor, I was like, you know what? The new Aiden character does sound young, even though it's the same dude. And they're like, no, it's a different man. It's a different entity. Yeah, that blew my mind. Also, one thing I didn't like about Dying Light 2 was that they removed the X-ray and the ragdolls from Dying Light 1. The ragdolls were amazing in Dying Light 1. But in Dying Light 2, like, everything felt stiff. Especially when you would try to drop kick it, it would just like kind of fall like 2 feet. It's like, what?
Did you ever use the fart bomb?
The fart bomb?
There was a bomb. There was a grenade that you would throw, and it would make the zombies fart and propose themselves.
I don't remember that one. Is that Dying Light 1?
They would flail everywhere and fly into buildings and shit.
I do not remember that one.
I've never seen
It
that.
was hilarious. It was until at the end of Dying Light 1 that I started experimenting with some of the crafting recipes that I found the fart bomb.
Again, Dying Light 1, it's got an interesting story, and it's able to take itself seriously because the story actually feels like it has stakes, right? And it's actually a serious story.
Mm-hmm.
Dying Light 2, it was a mediocre story, and it took itself way too serious.
It did.
I haven't played the DLC yet, but I don't know. It's like generally when it comes to games, it seems like the sequels usually don't do better. And I'm hoping, and interesting segue, I'm hoping Payday 2 was such a major success. I'm hoping Payday 3 will be just as good.
Well, some of my friends are
Oh, I
like
can't
dying.
wait to
Some
play
of my
Payday
friends
3.
were like, Payday 2 is gay. Payday 1 was way
What?
better.
Oh, shut up.
And I'm like, you guys just never had a PC to run it. You fucking European
Don't get me
freaks.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Payday 3 or Payday 2 Payday 1 had some good heists, which is why they brought them back into Payday 2. But Payday 2 arguably is just a better game.
It
It's
is.
just a better game. It's so much more polished. It's so much more fun. There's so much more to do, and it's crazy that, Mr. Listo and his boys are still releasing new shit for this game, like new heists, new all the like. Payday 2 is probably one of the greatest games of all time.
Didn't
It's
Bane
just-
like
it's just-
die? Like in
I
real
don't know,
life?
but it's like his voice actor.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but all I do know is that Bane, like at the end of it, becomes like puts his mind in the president or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Payday's 2 story just went fucking off the rails at one point. I think
I don't know.
the high when they added the heist where you steal the fucking, what was it called,
The nukes.
not the nukes, the last one.
Still a whole bunch of shit. We can't guess this part. We still a whole bunch of
What
shit.
the fuck was the word that I'm trying to think of? It's like this letter that like the fucking pardon letter that Lincoln wrote. What's it, the Bill of Pardons or some shit? Where like Lincoln. No, it wasn't the bill. It was like a pardon letter from Lincoln.
Is this the one where is this the one where we like raid the White House?
Yes.
No, we're just stealing. You're just stealing presidential pardons. That's all you're doing.
Yeah. You steal the pardons. There's that weird Easter egg. Or not Easter, like the storyline basically, where like you stay a certain amount inside the heist, like on the hardest difficulty, and then like you go underneath the White House, you find like alien shit. It's fucking bizarre. It's like, why was this? Why they put this in the game? You don't remember that? Like, there's like a whole ass like secret ending where like you find like pyramids of like obelisks and alien technology under the White House.
I don't remember.
And that's how Bane put his little scrawny little peanut brain inside the president.
Honestly, I always thought of what is it? I always thought of fucking Payday 2 as being like a game that really did, it was just like, stealing shit and killing people, right? And then, like sometimes it was goofy, but in terms of like the actual story for Payday, which was very hard to follow for obvious reasons, it's honestly an interesting story in and of itself.
You basically just have to play all of them as they came out.
Yeah, and
which
honestly,
I did not. I stopped at some point.
I think by the end of it, it's kind of clear that like the Payday gang aren't really the bad guys.
No, well, I mean they are, but they're also not the worst. They're not the evil men. They're just greedy as shit.
They're not evil. They're not evil. They're just career criminals, I guess.
Yeah, they're just super greedy and want a lot of money. But so are we as the players.
Yeah, sure, like I mean, when you got money, you could do cool shit.
Cool masks is all I care about. It was never about the guns or the shit you could buy at the safe house. It was all about the mask.
No deadass.
Yeah, I like Payday 2. We should play that at some point. We should record that, and then I could chop it up and upload it on the YouTube channel. Chanel.
I would re-download Payday 2 if you guys are being serious about this.
Yeah, we all have Payday 2.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I Payday 2 right now.
I then re-download it.
You should. It's a great time.
The second I get home, I'm hitting download. And I get on. And you guys, I find out you guys are available and you just don't want to play. I'm deleting that shit. We're not talking about it again either.
We should also play Monster Hunter. World.
I'm sure I'll end up playing it by myself. I'll pay for it, and then I'll find out I'm playing it by myself.
Well, the good thing is that is a game you can play by yourself.
I don't want to.
Should also Should play Arma. Let's play Arma again. Started up a new.
Fuck you.
Oh, no.
Let's get Viper in. He'll make our.
No, Viper is not allowed to my server. He's not allowed to be in my server.
Why's that? Why's that?
You know why, Argus.
Well, other than me making the mistake of visiting his OnlyFans, I don't know.
You know damn well why he's not allowed to come back to the server.
Because he's gonna take a position of power and do nothing with it, and then Bordelon will do everything, and I'll be the only one showing up.
For all of our,
Be a constant pain in my ass.
for all the, at this point, I don't even think we got listeners. I'm gonna be frank, but for anyone who might know, Viper, the guy we're talking about, he is the reason this podcast exists in the first place.
Yes.
He was the one pushing for it, and he's never been on a single episode.
No, he was not the one. He was not the one pushing for it, but he was just like, I would love to do a podcast, and then me and Bordelon were like, we actually did it.
Yeah.
As we usually did, because me and Bordelon were like literally only ones like having any interest in that server. In the Arma server, because I was the only one showing up to Bordelon's ops, and then he would get angry.
I spend a whole week focused on trying to make sure an op works, making sure that the mods are okay with everybody, as in everybody can use it. I'd ask Milk to help out sometimes, and he would. And then we get to the day of reckoning, and then it's just Milk shows up. I'm there hosting, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like,
and Bordelon would go insane with rage.
Team.
And then I'd be like, just chill out, Bordelon. Just put in less effort.
I will be frank. Probably my favorite moment from that server was the side tech mission that we did, where you're like the queen, and then we all just fucking obliterated her.
Yeah.
I was so pissed because she just fucking stood there, took it, and we just unloaded it into her. She died within a second. I was like, this is fucking bullshit.
Dude, my record. I was supposed to be recording that day, and my recording just fucking died. Like not even 10 minutes in, I didn't never even noticed.
That shit was so funny. You're like, we're like, it's the queen, right?
The queen.
She just dies in 2 seconds. And you're like, and you come over the road, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we just unloaded like a million.
That big beast monster motherfucker that would rip you apart and stomp the ground. That should just spawn that dude.
Yeah.
That was more fun. That was like more challenging, more fun.
But yeah, we can. All right, that's your choice, Bordelon. Play Monster Hunter with us or play Arma with
what about Payday, bro?
Well, we're gonna play Payday regardless.
Play something I've already invested a lot of time into and I'm very good at it, or play something I've never played before and end up playing by myself.
Arma is still like my most played game on Steam. I think I have. So many hours on Arma. Yeah, I think I have like 3,000 hours in Arma.
I still play Arma.
I told the guys in my Star Citizen org, if I find 8 people playing consistently, I'm gonna start hosting Zeus Ops again.
That'd be fun.
Argus, didn't you say that you had like a bunch of like sex mods installed for Arma and stuff? I have 580.
That's not a thing. So no, I don't have sex mods for Arma.
I
I
was wrong. I have 580 hours.
Why did I never think of that?
Sex mods in Arma.
I have like sex mods for every other game, but not Arma. I never thought that.
You got Monster Hunter sex mods, bro?
Oh my god, there's so many Rise sex mods because all the chicks are hot in that one. Right? In Monster Hunter Rise, like there's a bunch of like nude mods and stuff.
I'm gonna start looking at mods for Resident Evil 4 because I'm actually enjoying it.
There's a Fuda mod.
I'm playing Resident Evil 4, the remake.
There's also a Fuda mod for Resident Evil.
Damn, dude.
Download the Fuda mod.
For what?
For Resident Evil. And then take a screenshot.
Cool. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna start downloading mods for Resident Evil 4 once I beat it. It's actually really fun. I like it. I've seen videos before of like old Resident Evil, and they stuck to like the roots of it as well, as much as they could without making it too complicated.
I never played Resident Evil. I was always more into Silent Hill because it was actually scary, and Resident Evil was just kind of
A little disappointing they didn't follow through with the new Silent Hill game.
I didn't like. Yeah, that sucked. I didn't like Resident Evil because of the controls.
Didn't they never make another Silent Hill because they split with Hideo Kojima?
Yeah, they fucking fired his dingus ass.
I do remember that. Well, they fired him, quote unquote, fired him, and then what was it? They basically stole the fucking Metal Gear IP from him.
No, because they like fired him like halfway through Metal Gear 5. And then like the people making it,
Why are we talking?
like Kojima Studios took over, because when he made his own studio, and they just put like his name in every single mission, which is pretty cool. And then he made Death Stranding, which I'm still afraid of.
Which I haven't played through it in its entirety, but it's incredible.
Yeah, I played like an hour or two of it, and I was like, I got too scared, and I haven't gotten back to it.
It's definitely Hideo Kojima is definitely an interesting story.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then Bordelon showed me how you have sex with Mads Mikkelsen during the Vietnam era or something.
Did anyone see the whole FromSoft? Did anyone see what FromSoft video game coming out?
Final Fantasy?
No, FromSoft doesn't make Final Fantasy, but Final Fantasy 16 does look awesome.
I have not been able to
FromSoft.
because they can't even keep up with their own story.
I already explained this, Bordelon. The stories are all separate.
I'm not alright. I don't. I like
which FromSoft game are you talking about?
No, we're talking about Square Enix. It's Final Fantasy.
Square Enix?
Bordelon thinks that Final Fantasy games all flow into each other, but I said no.
Like
the only ones that do are not even called like Final Fantasy 15 or whatever the fuck. They're called Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 13. Right, it had 2 games. It was called Final Fantasy 13, and then it was called Final Fantasy 13-2 because they're like, this is the same story. That's what they do.
They also, most of them take place in like some of them take place in the like the same universe, or like different periods of time. But from what I know, they're not all interconnected.
But well, actually, there is one consistent entity, and it's Sid.
Yeah, he's like an Easter egg though.
I don't get that.
You don't know what an Easter egg is?
Okay, motherfucker.
I think he means he doesn't get
He's
why
not
he's
an Easter egg. He's a character.
He's just an Easter egg. I think it's because like one of the developers or some shit, like in the first one or second one, his name was Sid. They put him in the game and then he died or some shit, and they just started putting him in every game after that.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think that's literally the story.
But they could have like, I don't know, the story. They could have made like a consistent story.
Well, they do sometimes, but they don't call it the next game. They just call it a -2 on it.
Aren't
They call it Final. They call it the Last Fantasy.
It's the Final Fantasy. Yes. Aren't they going to be doing a? What is it? Aren't they? I think I heard somewhere that they're completely changing up the whole
The world?
the whole combat system for the new game.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all are used to that, huh?
I don't mind the turn-based, to be honest.
Yeah, it's always been turn-based.
Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna be turn-based.
But 13 was turn-based, and then 15 was not. 14's obviously a fucking MMO, so it doesn't count.
Raving about, oh my god, Final Fantasy 14, so good.
It's because the story in Final Fantasy 14 is amazing. And dude, I replayed it not so long ago, like the entire story, and oh my god, I still cried into some of the parts, dude, even though I knew what was happening. That shit hits different sometimes, man.
Yeah.
I explained what the Final Fantasy 14 story was like. It's like cock and ball torture. It's like edging. It's like
edging, you're just
it's
so sad it makes you want to cry.
No, it's edging. It's edging because like a bunch of like a lot of quests will be kind of boring, and you're just like, I don't know why I'm doing this. And it seems like every time like you start reaching to the point where like I'm gonna quit this game, and then they just drop an absolute banger of a quest and like a plot point. It's like, holy shit, that was like a big. They finally let me come. Holy crap! That's what it feels like. And it just keeps doing that, and as you get further and further, the quests just start getting even better and better, and the edging times are a bit shorter, thankfully.
They stop edging you, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, they stop edging you as much, but they still kind of edge you a little bit.
Okay, let's cut back on that.
Yeah.
Why don't we?
But damn, dude, and then the community is so nice on there. And
You wanna hear the conversation I walked in on when I came back into the office before I left work? Both my coworkers were talking about Thailand, and they were like about the language about the language they speak, and I'm sure isn't it Taiwanese?
I thought it was just Thai.
No, it's just Thai.
And then Taiwan is like, we speak Thai, the real Thai though, and that's what they say. We're the real Thais, and then Thailand's like, fuck you.
They speak just straight Thai. They speak Thai.
Does Taiwan speak Thai as well?
Yeah. Oh, man,
Taiwan, they speak Mandarin.
They speak Chinese.
I switched it over to like people from Thailand sound like this. I'm not lady, I'm lady boy. Bow.
Bro.
Lady boy. Bro. You do that so well.
Lady boy.
I mean, he is a Marine after all, so
we need a lady boy on this podcast. Is what we need.
He bangs Thai women, Thai lady boys.
We need a lady boy on here so we can disparage the trans community in front of him.
I definitely. I mean, I would invite one, but I know you guys are just gonna be straight assholes to the guests I bring.
Is even a lady boy even trans though? Or are they just like like dressing up like?
Yes. No, they're trans.
They're trans? Okay.
Whatever happened to the good old fashioned cross-dressers?
They're still out there, man.
The surgery in Thailand is actually much more affordable than it is in America.
Is it more widely accepted there?
Yeah, it's encouraged.
That's cool.
Well, they have a bunch of pedophiles going there too, but
okay.
Yeah.
Because it's not illegal to fuck a child in Thailand.
Oh Jesus!
That's why Bill Gates goes there all the time. But
no, he went to Greece.
He went to Thailand too. He has like a shit. He went to Thailand. The Lolita Express would go to Thailand a lot. But yeah, so Thailand seems to have very lax laws about evil things. So much so that if you're American and you go to Thailand, they watch you with like eagle vision to make sure you're not fucking a child. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of pedophiles go there thinking they can just fuck kids without a care in the world, and then they get caught when they come back to the United States because they were being watched by the government.
They can watch me all they want. I'll be banging lady boys.
Be careful.
They're like, let's watch him to make sure that he's not doing bad
How
things
old are
with
you?
kids. And then,
I'm old enough.
And then they're like, okay, what do you got to report? Like, he literally just fucked, like literally just banged lady boys the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time.
He was sucking and fucking. We can't stop him, man. He's a Greek god.
Yeah, imagine being like the agent, the agent on Bordelon. Just like, you know what? It's kind of hot sometimes. I gotta admit, some of them are pretty hot. They're like, you're a freak, dude. We don't want you here at the FBI.
Makes a second trip. It does the same thing.
Maybe I will.
What's the term? Observe but don't look or some shit?
Don't ask, don't tell.
No, what was it when you're like scanning around?
I don't know.
What's it called, Bordelon? You know
Look,
it.
look, don't touch.
No, not look, don't touch. You like observe, but don't stare or some shit like that.
I don't know, fucking recon? I don't know what you want, bro.
Isn't that what they say? Like you're supposed to be looking around, but
Just
you're
let
not
me
supposed to
touch my
be
ladyboy, please.
focusing on one thing. That's what they tell the agent on Bordelon's case.
I don't know. I don't
Are you talking about like avoiding target fixation?
Exactly. That's what they tell the FBI agent watching Bordelon because he keeps looking at his asshole instead of looking at the ladyboy's driver's license.
Okay, that was good. That was
They're
good.
like on the comm set. He has like the camera glasses or whatever. And he's like, why do we have so many shots of his anus? Look at the ID of the ladyboy, please.
Sorry, it was just so amazing. This is reasoning. You're like, are you serious? Like, yeah.
It's like looking at the stars.
It was something else.
Shining brightly amongst this dark room.
Shining like a diamond, bro. Shining like a motherfucking diamond.
But anyways, that was my point. I forgot the term.
Yeah, man. Thailand. Have you ever been to Thailand, Borderline?
No.
No. Oh
Yeah.
wait, you're a
Wait,
reservist.
that's why on my
right?
bucket list.
The smiling
Yeah.
people.
Gotcha. So you don't really get to go and do those. Have you been a reservist the whole time, your whole service?
Yes, it fucking sucks. Don't be a reservist.
I have a friend.
Fuck lady.
You fuck ladyboys.
I have a
Go
friend.
hard.
He went reservist. He not reservist. He went National Guard after he got dropped from Ranger School, and he's like, I love it so much better than active duty. He's like, I get to stay home, play games. I
Well,
don't gotta
it's
wake up.
he doesn't
at
have to
6.
actually get a job.
He's like, I don't have to. True, but he's also like, I don't have to like wake up at like 6 in the morning. I can wake up like on a normal, like regular schedule. And you know what they say,
Yeah, he
man. I
doesn't
don't know
even
if you
get
ever
like a
heard,
normal job.
but you know what they say, bro. Go hard, go guard. It's an actual thing they say. I'm not
Hell
kidding.
yeah, dude.
That's a thing they say. They say go hard, go guard.
At least until they call you out to Ukraine to fight the Russians, which is gonna happen soon.
The reservists go first.
Yeah, that's
Those
pretty.
are the-
Aren't you worried about that, Bordelon? With the whole Russian shit going on
What?
still,
I wish I'd go.
everything is
Activate
escalating.
me or some shit. I get benched as a reservist. I'm pissed. I'm getting benched as a reservist.
Bro,
I
you
can't
shouldn't
even
want to
deploy.
get. Bro, you shouldn't want to get deployed. It's horrible.
Well, big fucking guy enlisted in the military, but doesn't want to fucking go fight a war. Like, oh, cool. No, I want to
Bro.
fucking go. I enjoyed for a reason. I knew I was gonna go fight in a war.
You should
Oh,
go
I
there
thought
with a
you-
sword.
So wait, did you join hoping to go to Afghanistan, and then they kind of cucked you, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh wait, no, you were in the military long, you were in the military long before that happened, weren't you?
Thanks, Biden.
Bordelon is like a year
That
younger
wasn't
than me.
Biden that did that, you stupid bitch. Okay, it wasn't
Yeah, he did.
Biden who did that.
Argus, Bordelon is like
Trump
2
started the
years older than us.
Trump started the process, you know it.
Bordelon was not in the military when the Afghan was going on, dude. Uh-oh. Bordelon's dying.
Well, I'm not saying when it was going on. I'm not talking like the peak of it.
Bordelon, you're dying.
He can't hear you.
Your internet's dying. Oh no.
Driving.
We
Bordelon,
have no clue what you just said.
yeah, try to join back. Try to join back in the call.
It won't work. I'm driving.
Oh, that's
Oh.
why.
Why are you driving?
But anyways, Argus, Bordelon wanted to kill like 99 men, and he told that to the psychiatrist, or whatever.
Oh my god.
Bordelon said that he was gonna get
I said,
900
I'm
Nazi
nervous.
scalps.
I I said I want to know what it feels like to kick a man's butt.
Bordelon said he's gonna bring back 100 Nazi scalps when he by the end of his deployment, and then she's like, "You can't go out there."
I said that. I actually said that when they stuck the finger up my butt.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, ooh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna take your Nazi scalp, doctor.
He's like Mr. Slave from South Park.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I watched the episode and then I went to school calling everybody a whore. That's
Oh, come
Ew,
on.
that episode's so when he puts the whole man up his ass.
Yeah. He puts Paris Hilton up his ass.
Yeah.
I called a girl a whore because she crawled underneath somebody's legs. And I was like, oh yeah, you're a whore. That's what that does. That's
You're
what
a
it is.
fucking slut. And he's like 9 years old. Bordelon's like 9 years old calling kids sluts when they crawl around on the floor. That's pretty funny. You're a whore, bitch.
You're a whore. Well, hey, look, you're a whore.
Think about what God thinks.
I didn't even know what it meant. I saw it
Yeah.
as like people going underneath each other, like between each other's legs, and I was like, oh, you're a whore.
Did you get in trouble? Oh fuck! I fucked up my Rubik's cube.
I said out loud, you're a whore, and the teacher heard.
Oh damn! Oh damn!
Nowadays you can't even say that. Yeah, you have to say escalator.
Yeah, now you have to call them filthy mongoloid whores. I believe is the correct term.
You two disgust me.
Mongoloid?
You
you two disgust me.
Mongoloid just means a dirty man.
You have to say you're having sex with them, and then you give a donation. That's what you have to say.
You gotta give the donations, he said.
That's what they say. It's like, oh, I don't accept payments, but I do accept donations. Really heavy on the donations there.
Yeah, I'm working for the cum drive, sir.
Cum drive. That sounds awesome.
You give me a donation and I suck your cock.
Nice. I'm all about the cum drive, bro. All about the cum drive.
And then you find out that they're just.
You could like donate. Yeah, you could donate to a sperm bank and then give the money to a hooker, and then that's a donation still.
Yeah, the hooker's just like spits your cum out into a cup, and then sells it to a sperm bank, and she just makes like a $90 profit off of your cum.
I don't know if you guys have faced this, but I've been facing a lot of women that don't want to put any work. If the guy, me, does not have a mansion, and I don't like, I'm not fucking 6 foot, have abs, buff as fuck, lots of money, then I'm not worth their time apparently.
Yeah, that'll change when they're like 40 years old. When they're 40 years old.
No, I have to be young still. I don't get it.
And they realize that, maybe most people are not rich and famous and super hot.
Even the people aren't even fucking into me.
Yeah, that's just a thing nowadays where most ladies seem to see all like the fake influencer types just posting about this lifestyle that's not realistic for like 99% of the population.
No, for sure.
It's retarded. Yeah.
It's an interesting world we live in.
It's like if your husband is a plumber and he makes a living off of it, he's not a bad guy. That's good. It's a needed job. He makes decent money off of it. What do you need? What more do you need? That's what I think. It'll probably change by the time we get nuked by the Russians, I think, is when most people's minds will change about that.
Bro,
Hell, I told a girl earlier I would give her a head. I would pay for a motel near her, and I'd go to her, and she's like, like she had to think about that.
Yeah, I wonder why she had to think about you sexually molesting a woman. Verbally assaulting a woman.
She even advertised that she wanted someone to eat her out.
Well, she just sounds like a hoe. What can I say?
Yeah, but a fucking hoe with fucking standards.
You should have said you are a slut. Show me titty.
It's not a hoe if they have standards.
You should have turned into an Indian guy. Just going like, baby tits, I love
I'm
you.
gonna fucking rape you.
Please give me sex, woman fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our third strike.
I'm going to fucking rape you. I'm not even going to regret it. What's with the Indian dudes going so fucking aggro on ladies? You ever see like all the DMs like girls will like leak from like Indian dudes?
Oh yeah.
And it's like
I didn't get to leak.
it's literally just breasts.
I didn't get to leak the one where an Indian dude was trying to scam me, and I was like, bro, I'm on your shit. Like, you can't fucking scam me. He just sent me a picture of a big ass dick from Google.
Yeah, like I remember saw like some girl like showing like how guys like to flirt, and it's just like some Indian dude saying breasts in her DMs. That's all it says. It's like, what does this mean?
I have to think like sometimes like is it that easy in India for guys to like get women like that? It's like to say show me your pussy, and it's like, oh okay, marriage.
I heard it's different because in India for a long time it was normal for arranged marriages, but then they kind of stopped doing that in like the 2000s, right? So now all these Indian dudes had to learn how to flirt and like pick up girls. Oh, Argus died. All these Indian people have to learn how to like flirt and talk to girls and stuff. And this is just them trying.
Yeah, it shouldn't take this many years to catch on and be like, okay, maybe this isn't working.
That's India for you. Would you get an arranged marriage, Bordelon?
No.
If your mom came up to you and said, Bordelon, I noticed that you don't have a girlfriend. I'm going to get you a wife. I've arranged a wife for you.
For the simple fact that I don't want to get married.
Why not?
Well, for one, the one girl I wanted to marry wanted to ghost and go be a barracks bunny. So.
You talking about that dumb bitch?
Yeah. So that was it. That was the last attempt of dating.
Oh, Bordelon, you never even dated her at once.
Yeah.
That was a fake relationship you had.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some real ones at least.
Yeah, the fact that I asked her out several times and said we can meet once you pass by, or I can come see you.
Yeah, that's a fake relationship.
She completely disregarded me.
That's a fake relationship, Bordelon. That's just you getting rejected. Let's talk about some real ones. There's never been one girlfriend you had that you're like, you know what? Maybe I could marry this dumb bitch, right?
you mean are you talking about the girls where I showed complete faith to, did everything I could to make sure they were happy and they still cheated on me? I remember them.
Yeah, so let's say like your mom arranged a marriage with someone that doesn't cheat on you, then. How about that?
Impossible.
Let's say your mother finds a beautiful woman, right? She's never got blown out by 900 men. She's just a regular old chick, right? Would you consider it?
No, because I know she'll cheat.
Why would she cheat?
It's just what happens.
In an arranged marriage?
Every woman I have talked to, literally every woman I have talked to, has been like, "Oh well, I'm not getting enough." Like,
well, Bordelon, I also think that some of the women you talk to are lecherous monsters. That's what I think. Most of the girls you talk about are like doing acid and letting you do anal. It's not exactly women that you can marry. You can consider marrying. So that's also on you. If all your partners are bad, maybe it's you picking the wrong ones.
They're all bad. I don't know what to tell you.
Go to a Christian camp or something. Damn, bro.
No.
Go pick up a
Because
girl
then
at a
I'll-
Christian retreat or something.
No, because then I'll open her eyes to amazing sex, and then she'll want more guys to do it with.
You'll split her ovary in half with your needle penis, and then she'll her eyes will go like, whoa, are all cocks like that?
Yeah, and then she'll want to do like every guy she meets.
Damn, dude. No, she wouldn't. You don't know that. You don't know her
I do
heart.
know that.
Not all girls
know
cheat,
that.
dude. I don't know what to tell you.
A lot of girls cheat, and a lot of guys cheat. I haven't cheated, but I'm starting to think about it now. If I were to
Nah.
ever end up in a relationship.
You shouldn't do that because one, you have to fight a lot of people, and two, it's just not cool, you know.
Yeah, I know.
If
it's
you're
not
already
cool.
if you're
So why the
if
fuck is
someone
it happening?
if someone considers cheating, they should just break it off. I don't know why drag it out, right? Like just break it off and then go fuck whoever you want. What's with that? But I guess
know.
most people just do stupid shit without really realizing it. Like you. Banging a man's wife. Banging a man's wife, destroying a relationship. And being all around a villain. Where the fuck did Argus go? He's missing out on all the good takes. We still have 20 minutes, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyways, so you would not get an arranged marriage, is what you're saying to me.
I would not.
What about like a Chinese woman? Would you get an arranged marriage with her?
What? Why? What would that change?
Most Chinese people don't cheat on each other. Most of them.
I'm sure I'll end up with a 30%.
I mean, let's say like she came from like a rural part of China, right? She's a farmer.
I'll end up with 1%.
She's a farmer girl. She grows.
Yeah,
she grows
I
potatoes.
bring her out to the city.
You just let all the guys bang her in front of you.
No, I'm forced.
And then you're like, why is she cheating on me? I just let her have sex with 9 men. I don't get it. Maybe you just have a cuck fetish, Bordelon. Maybe some part of you just likes to get cucked. some deep rooted part of you loves getting getting cucked by big strong fellas. You should just get big muscles, Bordelon.
Yeah, if only.
You should get huge muscles and just start flexing in the mirror. And then all the dames will be so impressed they'll cheat on their boyfriends with you. Now wouldn't that be powerful? You could watch a lot of American Psycho.
If only I could get arms.
Don't you work out a lot though in the Marines?
No.
I thought you guys all work out.
I show up for like 2 days.
And how hard is it?
You just pick up boxes and move them around.
You guys play life-size Tetris?
Yeah, pretty much.
That sucks. Don't any of your your fellow Marines have like days where they just work out with each other? Or is that not a thing? Have I been lied to by the media?
Active.
Not even the reservists? They don't work out with each other?
No.
Isn't that like a huge deal, considering you can get sent out to fight people to the death?
I offered one time to work out with people, and they said no.
Why don't you work out then by yourself?
I've tried, and I got nothing out of it.
Well, no shit. You have to work
Now
out
I'm
a
being
lot.
harassed by. Now I'm being harassed by a gym to pay them for months I never showed up.
Oh, that happened to me too. That happened when COVID ended. They're like, "Hey, we want our money," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I stopped the subscription way before COVID started. Why am I on it again? And they were fighting me, dude. They were fighting me for the money for like 3 months. I had to finally call my bank and say, if these fuckers try to charge me, block it, because it's fucking bullshit. And that's the only way I could get them to stop. Fuck 24-hour fitness. They can blow my balls. I'd rather work out at home. I like working out at home, you know?
That's what I did. I bought 40-pound weights.
Damn.
Yeah, and I still don't get arms.
Can you lift 40 pounds?
Yes.
Can you lift those weights like Bruce Lee did?
No.
Then you didn't finish working out with him. Bruce Lee used to use like the same weight, and he was like, if you can't move this weight around like in any position easily, then you're not done with it. And that's true. If you can't hold 40 pounds in front of your face and then like stretch your arms out, then you're not done with it, I think.
Well, dude, I've tried. I've so many fucking times. I've tried to get fit. I feel motivated. I do it for months, and then I get nothing out of it.
Well, maybe you just maybe it's your diet or something.
I don't know.
Is that saying muscles are built in the gym and they're shown in the kitchen? Maybe that's it. Maybe you just don't have enough red meat in your blood. Maybe you don't eat enough liver, raw liver. Yeah, me and Argus just need to cultivate this mass we've been storing.
I will say, don't Liver King. In fact, it does not use steroids. So
I checked my weight yesterday. I lost 5 pounds. I don't even know how.
That's good, man.
But yeah, Argus, we should get you to work out. You're the one that needs it. Let's talk about fat people.
Okay. For starters, I know how to work out. I just don't go to the gym because of anxiety issues, but I need to.
Work out at home. Lift your brother up.
That's probably one thing I'm gonna do when I get my own place. Is definitely build my own like at home gym sort of. Because no, I will say I hate working out around other people.
Yeah, me too. I love working out just in a dark room by myself, hot as fuck.
Well, no, it's not that.
And
It's
just
like,
angry and sad.
it's like we people always talk about like, why do people not want to work out around other people? And it's because people are fucking mean, bro. Like I don't know how else to put it. People are fucking like, people will see you working out in the gym and they'll like pull out your phone and make fun of you.
I'll say that whenever I was at the gym, that never happened.
I mean, it might not happen to you, but it happens to people, and it shit sucks.
Well,
There's
also
actually a guy who's constantly calling those people out, like that keep pulling out their phones.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and there's people out there who do call people out for it.
Well, Argus, I'd say don't let. That's not the reason I like working out alone. I don't give a shit.
No, I just don't like working out in the presence of other people.
I'm not worried about being made fun of or whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's good for you, man.
But I like being just alone in a sweaty, hot room by myself.
Yeah.
And that's how I like to work out.
You just like to be alone.
I like to be alone. Sweaty. I like to watch Taxi Driver over and over. I listen to Catcher on the Rye.
So I don't know if you know this. Speaking of movies that you think we should watch, You know, Jamie
Django.
Foxx apparently was in the hospital a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, but apparently, like, I guess he's fine. But like, his family were really concerned that like he's probably gonna like fucking bite the dust or something.
Damn.
I don't know how else to put it. He just bite the dust, baby.
Did you watch Django?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
God, how have you not watched it?
Sorry.
Have you seen Black Panther?
Yes, of course. It's Black
So you saw Black Panther, but you didn't watch Django.
What kind of question is that to ask me? Did I see Black Panther? Of course I saw Black Panther.
You saw a bad movie versus a good movie
I'm
instead?
sorry, what?
Argus, did you even watch The Five Bloods?
No, I haven't watched The Five Blood.
Why would you watch Black Panther?
Amazing.
I hated Black Panther. I thought it sucked balls.
Well, that's good for you, man. Are you talking about the new one or the Black Panther? Not Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
I'm talking about Black Panther.
What, bro?
It was bad.
You got Chadwick Boseman. You got Chadwick Boseman. You got the motherfucking one and only Michael B. Jordan, and you think, bro?
It was bad. Also, but there was one funny part.
That's why.
There was one funny part where where he's talking to his dad when he's like in the dream state. Remember that? And like halfway through the scene, the actor was like had like a stroke or something, and like half his face was paralyzed.
What?
I just remember seeing that, and like it took me so off guard. I still laughed about it to this day. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
The actor that played his dad that died in Black Panther,
yeah.
and like he's like in the dream state, right? He's talking to him, and like halfway through the scene, like half his face is like paralyzed because he had like a stroke or something.
Like while filming?
Yes, while filming. Not obviously the stroke didn't happen while filming, but like obviously it got cut, and then like the next scene, he's like half his face is paralyzed.
Jesus.
And I just remember seeing it, like it was like such an emotional like quiet scene, and then you just see that I'm like, what the fuck?
And it got cut. You make it into the final film, right?
No, it's still in the film. You could go look at it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was a funny scene. I like the gorilla dudes; they were funny. But
The gorilla dudes?
yeah, the gorilla tribe. What the fuck are they called? They're like gorillas.
The ones who live up in the mountains?
Mm-hmm.
The Jabati.
Yeah, they were pretty funny, but other than that, I thought it was pretty mid.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with
That was also the same year that Thor Ragnarok came out, which I thought was much better.
what?
It was,
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
I thought it was fun. They had the Hulk. What more can you ask for?
Bro. Oh my. You just don't know what a good movie is.
You haven't seen Django. Don't tell me I don't know what the fuck a good movie is. You don't know what good movies are.
Django doesn't negate my ability to say that you're fucking incorrect for saying Black Panther was a bad movie.
Black Panther was a mid movie.
You're goofy, and that's what's happening. That is just the flat out.
I'm
truth.
sorry.
You're goofy as shit.
Did Black Panther had the Hulk? I don't think so.
Okay, so what they have the Hulk? Guess what we got from the Hulk?
Did it have good fight scenes? No.
Yes, it did. It had great fight scenes. It had a great soundtrack to boot.
I don't listen to soundtracks, but I don't remember.
They got Kendrick Lamar SZA on there for that shit. What more could you ask?
Who the
for?
fuck is SZA? That sounds like a weird elf. But
I need to shut your ass up, bro. Shut your ass up.
Go watch Django and then tell me that Black Panther is better than it.
I'm not debating which is better. I'm just saying that Black Panther is a good movie. And
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Did you even?
I will
watch
rewatch it.
Red Tails, bro?
Red Dovetail?
Red Tails.
Red Tails? No, I never even heard of that movie.
It's about the Tuskegee Airmen.
That's cool. Have you guys watched Taxi Driver? Did you watch?
Shut the fuck up. How about that?
Did you watch Fight Club yet, Bordelon?
No, I don't
Don't
watch
do
white
it, Fight
people
Club.
films.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you say?
He said he doesn't watch white people films.
Let's think of a non-white
Yeah,
people
whatever.
film.
Come at us, white people.
I don't know why race has to be involved. Yeah.
He don't like movies made by white people. Plain and simple, bro.
Let's think of a movie that wasn't made by a white person. Which is difficult because they're making all the good movies.
No.
No, what? Bro, you have the dumbest takes I've ever heard, my guy.
Because last time we talked about black versus white movies, you guys started bringing up fucking what's his stupid name, Spike Lee, and I was like, what?
Yeah, Spike Lee, the fucking go.
But anyways, I can't really think of it. I don't really give a shit about race though.
I don't like Spike Lee because Spike Lee's a black director.
No, I said, what the fuck has Spike Lee made? And you guys just named like one movie, and I was like, what else? That was it.
I looked up.
You said The Five Bloods.
Multiple.
You looked at his stupid fucking roster, and I said name some of his good movies. I never watched any of them.
Bro,
and then you guys said The Five Bloods. That was it.
You are the biggest fucking hater that there is.
I'm not no hater.
Yes, you are, bro.
Listen, man, I just don't like mediocre movies. What can I say? Black Panther was one of them.
Mediocre. Panther's not a mediocre movie. Are you stupid?
Yes, it was.
Stupid,
yes, it was. Had a lack of
Spider-Man. I'm about to start saying some very. Oh, let me guess. You don't think? Okay. How do you feel about the fucking? How do you feel about Miles Morales as Spider-Man? How do you feel about that?
I thought he was amazing. I love that fucking game.
No, I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about the movie.
I thought that was amazing too. The animation was fucking beautiful.
New ones come, but you don't think, bro?
You see, you're trying to make it like I have a problem with black people. I have a problem with a bad movie.
You got a problem with Black Panther ain't a bad movie.
Yes, it was.
Oh my, you're so stupid.
Mid.
You're so stupid, bro.
The definition of mid.
You know what's really mid? The Midwest.
It wasn't awful.
Does he like it or not? What the
but
fuck
it was
is going on?
no. Black Panther was mid.
He thinks it's a bad movie because he has no taste.
You have no taste.
Bro, you are
Name
saying that
your
Black
favorite
Panther's
movie.
A bad movie. Granted, if you said that about Wakanda Forever, I'd say that you weren't wrong. Because
I'm not even gonna watch that one because I didn't like the first one.
It was a movie.
I'm not even gonna watch that one because I didn't like the first one.
But it is such a stretch to say that Black Panther, it was a bad movie.
I watched Black Panther in theaters. Didn't make it better.
Bro, you're just weird. You have some weird takes and even weirder takes.
You just want this to be about me hating black people for some reason instead of me hating Black Panther because it's mid.
Well, shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah,
Whatever.
clip it and ship it, boys. Clip it and ship it, boys. I hate black people. You got me. You got me red-handed because I hate Black Panther.
Bro, honestly though, like if you hate Black Panther, by extension, you hate black people.
This is true. Damn it, I forgot about that arithmetic and fucking math. that old equation that Aristotle made. If you hate Black Panther, you hate black people.
Aristotle, really.
That ancient prophecy written in a stone slab. But anyways, you should watch Django, dude. It's amazing.
You should reevaluate your opinion on Black Panther.
I'll rewatch it again if
You should
want.
reevaluate your opinion on black people.
Yeah, that too, what he said.
What is my opinion on black people?
You think we're dirty? You think we're
What?
You think black people
crime
can't direct
You
movies?
think we live in crime-riddled neighborhoods?
Well, I do.
You think the white man is just so much better?
I think Mexicans. I think Mexicans are in crime-riddled neighborhoods.
You think black people ruin, destroy, and white people create?
Yeah, what
None of these have I've never said.
Drunk driving.
White people are what makes white people great? They have hot ass women. That's it.
White people?
White chicks? They're hot, dude.
Nah, that's cap.
A nice hot
I mean,
Jewish woman.
I had to stop dating black women because I couldn't handle it. So
I will say, from what I've heard, black women can be a handful. Yeah, this
Black
is true.
chicks are super hot.
No, very.
There was this one chick when I was working at Amazon that was super hot, dude.
I mean, I might go for another light skin, but that's it.
I'm the opposite. The darker, the better. Quite frankly, if you're a black chick and
Oh,
you're
you wanna
super
date my African coworkers?
sure, if they're hot, does she have big titties?
Darker the better. Am I right, fellas? No?
My friend used to say, "Darker the berry, sweeter the juice." That's what he would always say.
Kendrick said that.
Well, it rings true.
Bro literally said, "The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice."
It rings true then. But anyways, I just think that movies should be judged on their movies, and I don't give a fuck who directed, what skin color they were, whatever.
Well, I mean, it would low-key though would have been very interesting if Black Panther was directed by a white man.
Was it not?
No, it was directed by a black dude.
Well, it's still mid.
Still mid, no.
Still mid. Where's the cool ass Cesar Chavez movie directed by a fucking black guy?
I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool. Is there even a Cesar Chavez movie?
No, there should be though.
Yeah. The Strawberry Man. The man owes strawberries.
Just like there should be like just like there should be one about a lot of different people.
Like who?
I don't know.
Let's name a couple
know.
for the end
George
of the podcast.
Floyd, Trayvon Martin, George Floyd.
George Floyd. There is a movie. It's called him getting his dick sucked.
Dude, I remember I met a bunch of people who were like, George Floyd deserved it, and I was like, why? And they're like, because he did porn.
That's
And
crazy.
I was like, pause. Pause. You think he deserved to get murdered by a cop because he did porn? He was in a couple of pornos. Like, yes. I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah, that's
And they're like,
stupid.
no.
But when I
No,
saw
it's
that
just-
George Floyd porn, I thought it was very hilarious. I was like, what the fuck? That's George Floyd getting his dick sucked.
It was really just Dreamy Bull in disguise.
Yeah. Oh, dude, definitely a full fucking 2.5 hour movie about Dream Pool. That sounds awesome.
About his journey to becoming the greatest saxophone artist ever. You know, there's a video of him saying like, there's a video you can find of him because apparently I guess people say he's gay. Apparently the dude's straight. I didn't realize that. But he made a video because people were calling him gay and shit. And he's like, just because I jerk off on camera does not mean. Well, he calls it. He's like, just because I pleasure myself, pleasuring yourself is not gay. So he's like, his argument is just because I beat my dick on video and moan like a woman, like a girl. Don't make me gay, and that that's fair. That's a fair thing. But for me, it's the moaning, bro.
Dream Bull's content is very mysterious. It's kind of a switch role play, you know. It could be gay, it could be straight. Doesn't matter. It's just a man with his butthole open, a man with a prolapsed hole.
It's just too hard. It's just too much to tell, man.
But anyways, if you guys think Black Panther was mid or not, say it in the comments below, so I could feel vindicated that it was a mid movie.
I think we've gone over time.
Yeah, we are over time. See you, everybody.